So I know I've mentioned I'm over Louis Vuitton, which honestly I kind of am to some degree. There are a couple pieces that I still really love that I'm considering, but there is one bag in particular that's really caught my attention, and that's the Pochette Metis East-West bag. And there's something about it that I just really like. So I wanted to create this little video, pop over here and have a discussion and a little chat about this new bag that Louis Vuitton is releasing or actually already released. And let's just go through it. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jenny. You guys know if you've been here before, I love handbags, and this channel is all about bags. We mainly talk about bags, unboxings, hauls, reviews, anything and everything related. So that is basically it. And I'm assuming if you guys click on this channel, you probably love those things as well. So please consider giving me a little follow and follow me on Instagram, something latte. Come by, say hello. Okay, so I pulled the bag on my iPad so you guys could see. So like I said, the Pochette Metis East-West bag has really caught my attention. And if you guys watch my videos, you know that I've always liked the Pochette Metis, and I've been so close to picking a Pochette Metis up, but there's something about it that just didn't necessarily get me to actually make that purchase. And I think what it is the size. And it's a great size because it's perfect for most people's everyday. It fits a lot. It has compartments over here. It's like a really substantial good bag, but a couple things I did not like about it. I didn't like how long the strap was. I felt like it just didn't fit my style. And I also didn't like the size of it. I just felt like, yes, it's a good size, but maybe a little bit too big for my personal everyday because I just don't carry that much. So for that reason, I've always yes, I want the bag. No, I don't, but I find something better. But when they release this little bag here, then I was like, this could actually work, right? Because it is, I think, big enough, small enough, but at the same time, it has that chain that elevates the bag. I know some people love it and some people will hate it. I personally like it. And then the fact that it has that strap that I think is adjustable, I just think it will look so good for any style, basically, right? Casual outfits, elevated outfits, anything. Let me pull up the bag itself. Yeah. So the strap itself actually looks very similar to the loop bag. It reminds me of that. It has those button clasps so you can adjust it long or short, which is perfection for me. Because to be honest, I love that kind of strap. I know the Boulogne bag that Louis Vuitton came out with has a very similar strap. And these are all bags that I once upon a time had on my wish list because of the strap. So the fact that you're kind of marrying the strap with chain, which is similar to the Cousin bag, along with the Pochette Metis in a smaller size, just makes it for me. Now, if you look at the bag, the size is 8.5 long to it's 8.5 by 5.3 by 2.4 inches. So it's not a big bag. I think it's pretty close to the Felici size over here. So if you guys haven't seen my video, I did actually pick up a Felici a while ago. I'll drop it below. But what happened was there was some damage on it. And I think I was really kind of sad because I really was excited about the bag. But to be honest, I don't regret bringing it back to the store because that one is just way too small, right? I like the compact look of it. I like how light the bag feels. I love the chain. But literally, if you put those two card slots in, you won't be able to fit anything else. Whereas with this new bag, there is, I believe, compartments inside. Yeah, it looks like there's two compartments, a front and a back. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it has that top handle. It has the gold, very similar closure, similar to, or actually the same as the Pochette Metis. And then it has, if you look on the side of the bag, it actually has two D-rings, just like the baguette that I like. So one attaches the gold chain, the other one actually attaches the strap, which is genius. And I always feel like every bag should be like this because now the two straps won't interfere with each other and you can use them simultaneously or individually, however you want to do it. So yeah, I think, oh, and the bag has a back pocket, which obviously I love. And it's, again, the same zipper as the regular Pochette Metis. So for all those reasons, I really, really am digging this bag. I think it's just, I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. Now, again, like, I can't obviously give any details because A, I don't own the bag. Two, I've actually never seen it. I haven't had time to go into a boutique to look at it with my essay. So obviously, like, this video is more just because I want to talk through with you guys. You guys know I love handbags. I want to chit chat through. I love your opinions. So yeah, I more so want to just kind of go through like some of my initial thoughts. So pros and cons, you know, just from looking at the bag. The pros to this bag is I love the fact that it mirrors the same qualities I love in a Pochette Metis, but in a more compact size. Now, I'm curious to see what actually fits, and you won't know until you actually have the bag and you're able to play around with it. There's not a lot of videos right now currently on YouTube just because they just released the bag. So there's like a couple, but I feel like I need to do a little bit more research and maybe physically go look at the bag before I can decide if this bag is right for me. But I do love the fact that it has the back pocket, the slots, it's compact. I love the fact it has 2 D rings, it has the strap, the adjustable one. Those are all things I love. I guess the negative to this, again, by not looking in the back, 2 things that jump right out is number 1, obviously the price point. This bag right now is priced at $2,910 US, which I think is extremely expensive. I don't know if you remember when the Pochette Metis came out. I think it was a lot less, but I believe in 2020 when I wanted to get it, it was $1,900, which is like unbelievable if you think about it now. And I think even when it first released, it was even less than that. So to get less bag, I get you're getting a chain and stuff, but is that chain worth $1,000 more? Probably not, right? So for less bag, you're still paying $2,900 with tax. You're looking at $3,000 something, which is like a lot of money, right? So again, like a lot of thought needs to be put in before purchasing because it's not a cheap bag. The other thing I don't love, and this is like no fault of the bag, is the fact that, you know, it's a vachetta on the top handle and obviously on the front of the clasp right here, it has a little tab. I mean, I'm not like super afraid of vachetta. I have my bum bag that I actually sprayed and I've had no issues. If you guys want to see an update, a 6 months update on the bag, drop below. I will be happy to show you guys what it looks like right now after use. But on the other hand, like I wish it was the honey color, like it was like half or somewhat patinaed already. Because I love the fact when Louis Vuitton does like their honey version of it. I think they did it in their small like mini, I don't know what that bag is called, right over here. And I think on their loop bag too, they like patinaed it a little bit. So it's not like that raw leather necessarily. And I just feel like that would make it a little bit better. So I wish that was in that color. I also, as much as I love like the classic monogram, I would be curious to see if they're going to come out with like a reverse option, because I do like the reverse look. I just think that if I were to get like a Pochette Metis, I always wanted it in the reverse. So yeah, those are just some initial thoughts. And then lastly, I wanted to talk about like other options too, right? So part of the reason why I never got the Pochette Metis is, you guys know I have my Coach Cassie 19, and this bag has been working so well. And honestly, like I prefer this size. This one's a little bit smaller. This is the Coach Cassie 19 versus like just a Coach Cassie. The Coach Cassie is the same dimensions as a regular Pochette Metis, and this one is smaller. So I think if Louis Vuitton came out with one in this size exactly, this is a little bit bigger than the East West bag, I actually think that this will be perfect. But again, like I don't think Coach has the Cassie anymore, but I think they have similar bags. This one I got on sale for like less than $200 or something around there. So it's such a price difference that you kind of like think back and wonder, like, do I want it? Do I love it enough to pay thousands more when I can get like a really nice quality leather bag for about the same? And the layout of this is all very similar, 2 slots and a back. This also comes with straps that are adjustable. I, like I said, love the gold chain look, so I added this Amazon chain on there, so it gives like a little bit of elevation. So all in all, like this bag has been working great. It's like one of my favorite Coach purchases. I think it's very, very comparable to the Pochette Metis. Therefore, like, it's probably why I've been so hesitant. But if Louis Vuitton ever comes out with this size, I feel like it would be such a big hit because it's big enough and small enough, you know? I think with the East-West bag, it's not gonna be relevant and attractive to every single person because some people like to have bigger bags. You have that person like me that doesn't want bags super small, but I don't necessarily want bags that are bulky either. So I feel like taking that and taking the Pochette Metis and finding a middle to something like this would be the most ideal. But nonetheless, like, I'm so curious to see that bag in person. That's why I wanted to hop on and chat with you guys about it. And then one last thing is, like I mentioned before, it's the pricing. Like, Louis Vuitton pricing has just been going crazy. And I think they recently just did another price increase on certain bags, which makes me, again, like take a step back from the brand. And I know every fashion house has been increasing, literally every fashion house. But I think with Louis Vuitton, it's probably been the most noticeable in regards to quality. If you take a vintage bag and a newer Louis Vuitton bag and compare to canvas, there's like a clear difference to it, which makes me so sad because I've always been a big fan of Louis Vuitton. And if you guys want to see a comparison of a vintage bag with some of my newer bags and really see the difference, drop a comment below. I'd be happy to share that as well. But yeah, it's just, I feel like the canvas now is thinner versus like before, the canvas was thicker. And also quality, right? Like the gold scratches off easily. There's been a lot of issues with like the edges around a lot of the bags. Oh my gosh, I cannot think of the name, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like a lot of that, like my bum bag, the zipper like came off. The second one I got, the first one, it was like worked over here. So it's just like, yeah, there's definitely been like quality control issues with them. So I don't know, like maybe with the new bag, with this new Pochette Metis, it's different. I mean, I wouldn't know, but hopefully it's different. I mean, I hope so for $2,900 plus tax, right? But I guess, yeah, that's really much it. I wish I had more to share and I wish I had the bag in hand to show you guys, but I don't. But drop me a comment below if you guys are considering this bag. Drop me a comment below if you guys have this bag and let me know what you guys think. You think it's worth it? How do you feel about Louis Vuitton overall? And with that said, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.